All right, people, how's it going? How's everyone doing? Um, so welcome to the first live session today. I'm gonna try and go for 3 hours. That's the plan. Going forward, every Sunday, 3 to 6 p.m. for 3 hours. I will be here, and hopefully we'll have chats and we'll have laughs. Hopefully a lot of laughs. Um, let's try and keep it family friendly. That's my only kind of general rule. I want to keep it family friendly. In the event that I do ever get monetized on YouTube, I don't want any copyright strikes or naughty cards or anything like that. So let's jump into the chat, and happy to report that this person was here first, and let's see who it is. Let's see who it is. Author Anne Sophie. She was actually here first. So yeah, well done. Thank you for joining me, Anne. I really appreciate it. Guten Tag. I hope you're okay. Ben from Running to Write. Hi. Ben had a live stream earlier celebrating the 1 year anniversary of a book of his. So if you want, feel free to go check that out, please. So hi's and Felicia. I hope you're doing well. Dreaming Truth author. Good to see you. How's it going? And Jenna, the soul writer, popped in just to swing by and leave some coffee with the like button. So thank you. And highs all round. And this was all, before the stream started. I'm asking how Anne is. As I said earlier, actually, I'm a little nervous about doing a first 3 hour sprint. So we shall see. So Anne's wishing me luck, hopefully. After a week of writing, yeah, what distracted you? Emma Bennett in the house. Hi, how's it going? And Cliff Richard is here. So now we are obviously live. So, yep, we're here. First time doing 3 hours. Cliff, yep, the job. Okay, well, just give it some time. RC, how's it going, bro? Yeah, drop some cool phrases. RC comes out like the funniest phrases sometimes. So yeah, yes, I have done 3 hours in the past, but it wasn't like on my own. I don't think it's always been like as part of a group of some kind, And it was mostly productivity sprints, if I'm honest, But today and Sundays, I'm hoping that it will be more social, more catching up with everyone, and maybe I'll share a bit about what I've been up to during the week, so you can see what's going on in my life. Not a huge amount at the moment, which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. No news is good news. You know what I mean? So guys, running. That's Ben's channel. Running to Write's book Falling Through is free on Kindle for a few days. Thank you, Cliff, for popping the link in the chat. So everyone, yep, please hop over. Books to read. It's a universal link, so feel free to go check that out. Incidentally, books to read. It's not only universal, like to different vendors or retailers. It's also geo linked. So if you click it and you're in a country, in your home country, so let's say you're in the UK, it will bring you to the UK site of the retailer. So it's actually pretty cool. So I guess the only issue might be if you wanted to direct people to a specific country's site. So if you want people to go to .com on Amazon.com, for example, and you insist people go there, then that might be an issue, because books to read, the link is set up in such a way that it goes automatically to your country's link. So if you're in the UK, you click on an Amazon link, it'll direct you to the amazon.co.uk site. So yeah, I'm not sure if everyone knew that, but yeah, that's what it does. You're such a naughty. 3 hours, yes, I know. And anyone who's like in Europe or the UK, no worries if you can't stick around for the whole time. I totally get it, because let's face it, it's going to be late over there, and I don't actually I have to refer to my phone to see what times like elsewhere will be. So the UK currently is 5 hours ahead from New York time, Eastern time. So 3 o'clock Eastern will be 8 o'clock right now over there, and 6 o'clock will be, well, like 11. So I don't blame people if if they want to, you know, pop off early, that's completely acceptable. You are allowed to do that. So RC, yep, fire, Anne is here. The ritual begins. Yes, RC is I believe a horror writer. So yes, I've kind of poked fun about horror and dark rituals. I don't actually know if RC does any dark rituals. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Yes, RC is here. Hi, friends. Hazelnut Ramblings. Good to see you. Thank you for popping by. Andy's voice. Yes. Hi's around. 3-hour stream. Hi, Ben. Hi, Jenna. Hi's around. Andy is so close. Yep, I am close, but kind of like so close yet so far. You know what I mean? Family friendly, yes. So long as Cliff behaves himself, he's more than welcome here. We all appreciate Cliff's humor, you know. So and of starch. Ooh, okay, that we gotta be careful about that bit. We don't want to get too much in the realms of that bad stuff. I'm being good. Hi, Margaret. Hope you're okay. Captain Pin. Okay, so Margaret, it goes by Margaret. But some people have decided to sometimes refer to her as Captain Pin. Okay, so we'll start the timer when I've gone through all the all the comments, and we'll see how long people want to go for. You've got words to do. Hey, I completely understand. I was thinking I want you were like number 8, yeah, possibly. I'm going to bed now. I have to get up at 9. Yeah. Poor Anne. Oh, by the way, Anne has a new job, so congratulations. It's good stuff. I feel so productive. Getting a short done, post processing, and conversing with a cover designer. Waggles eyebrows. Can you do the eyebrow waggle? I can't. My eyebrows kind of just go up and down, and that's it. It's kind of So The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. He does the eyebrow thing. I can't do that. I think there's like some facial muscle that I'm missing, but he's got, what to do now. I don't know. I'm sure you'll find something productive, Margaret. Richard's looking to do some writing. I've got to focus on my margarita now. Okay, Emma. Hope you're gonna have a good evening. I shall catch up with you on Discord at some point. Having family time, Felicia. Oh, yeah, that's really important. Cool. Sounds good. Enjoy. I'm almost done with my chapter. Then I can send it to Becca, my co-writer, and she can do hers. Okay. So there's kind of like a. Is it like one book between 2 authors, or is it like part of a bigger project, an anthology with many authors? Let me know. My next newsletter drops tomorrow, so sign up if you haven't, or if you aren't already. It's going to be juicy, and that is Cliff's newsletter sign up if anyone wants to go and check that out. Ending at 11 p.m. BST, so that's British Standard Time, in case anyone's not sure. And it is 9 p.m. here in Germany, midnight when you're done. Yes, yeah, it's gonna be late. No doubt. W.A. Blinko, good to see you, buddy. How's it going? Yeah, I kind of seen your videos pop up here and there, but it's not been. I haven't been able to catch it at the right time, I think. But I think you're now doing like lives. Sometimes you're doing some writing, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know. Yeah, good to see you back on the scene, Wayne. We are co-writing just the 2 of us. We both have a point of view character and are telling one story. Okay, cool, sounds good. Our characters are sisters trying to get their brother out of prison. Ooh, it's a thriller. Which, incidentally, that's what I'm planning to go into. So that's that's really interesting. Who are you co-writing with, Anne? Anne had mentioned that she's co-writing with Becca. So, yes, Becca C. Smith. Stidge spoiled this last weekend. Sounds juicy, yeah. Well, I haven't done long format vids for a while, but try to do a question of the week instead. Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. Good to see you back on the scene, mate. Good to see you back. Cool. Okay, so we've got through all the comments, which is amazing for me. I'm usually quite slow with this stuff. What say everyone? Would you like to do a 25-minute sprint? Maybe we can do a 25-minute sprint now, and then we can come back and have a chat, and then I can kind of let you guys know what I've been up to as well. Sprint, please. Oh, no sprint. Okay, hold on. I'm waiting for it to pop up on stream. Yeah, there we go. No sprint, please, all chat. Yeah, I can't do that because I think my voice would just go blank. Like I would really struggle with my voice like the next 10 years or something. So we have to do something. Yeah, at least look like we're doing some work today. No. Anne can stay. Anne is always welcome to stay. Just tell us what you're up to. Okay. Richard needs to get some words out. Okay, you're both more than welcome to stay. Let's chat through the sprints. I'm at 1,400 out of 2,000 word goal for today. Okay, so you've got a word goal. Interesting. Okay. Well, if it's good for you, and I will sprint. Yes. I'm thinking we probably want to do a sprint. Let's see. Wayne says I was gonna go live myself, but thought I would join yours instead. Oh, you're always welcome, mate. Always welcome. And Anne says I'm at 1829 words today. Ooh, is this like a competition? Do you guys have like a 2,000 word goal every day and then you're competing with each other? I'd be interested. I don't have a word goal, by the way. So currently my goal is just to get some words read. So I need to read because I'm planning to go into thriller and fiction and all that. So that's my plan. And yeah, so Richard says, yeah, but how many of those were Becca's words? Everything is a competition. Ooh, do not let Emma know that because I think Emma kind of feels like it's not always a competition. I don't know. I hope I'm not fanning the flames anywhere here. So none, Richard, Holiday, all mine. Okay. Overall, we are at 23,812 words. Oh, yes. Now, Anne actually brings up a really interesting point with different countries, even continents. So in Germany, well, in many places, in Germany especially Europe, not just Germany really, but they do the decimal, and so the point, so 23.812 words, that means 23,812 words. Whereas elsewhere, for example, in the UK and I think in the US and Canada as well, it's 23,812 words. So yeah, that's interesting. That's just brought back some memories for me. So I used to work in for a big four accounting tax company, and this would regularly come out because whenever you get data in a spreadsheet, yes, data in a spreadsheet, you heard it right, and sometimes you want to manipulate that data, analyze it, you would have to just make sure that you're using the right delimiter. So in this case, it'll be 23. The point, the dot, the full stop will be the delimiter instead of a comma. And likewise, I'm sure in Europe they'll be like, oh, this spreadsheet came from the UK. Anything that's a comma they just don't know what they're doing. So anyway, I thought I'd let you guys know that. Interesting fun fact. So thank you, Anne, for bringing that up. But 23,812 words, outstanding. That's really good. What is your word goal? And let me know. 15K to 20K to finish, but not all today. Yes, never all today, Wayne. We got to take it slow. Yeah, you, by all means, go tell Elma. Yeah, everything's a competition. Tell Elma I said that. Anne feels the same way as well. Richard says we use the comma as the thousands and delimiter. That's correct. Yep. 23,812. And says, oh yeah, so it's easier to see. Yes. Everything behind a comma actually is less than one. Yeah. So that's the difference between Europe, the UK, North America, and stuff. Spreadsheets, snap. You guys are so similar. It's It is freaky. It is freaky. I have to deal with annoying American dates with spreadsheets. Yes, you know the worst kind of dates are the ones where it goes either way, like five fives, eight eights. It could go either way. It's never like really obvious, like 14 or 21 or something. That was very fun. But thank you. Yeah. We aim for 60K for the book. Ooh. But we already have a few scenes we need to add in. What we already have. Okay. Oh, sounds exciting. That's really exciting. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna volunteer if you want. No obligation whatsoever. But I'd be happy to like beta read some of this stuff because I'm also trying to get into. I'm still finding my way, but the fiction writing that I plan to do is probably going to be in the thriller genre. I'm not sure what kind of thriller yet. So I'm reading books to see what I like and what I might be able to do. So that's where I am. That sounds like a sweet little novel. Yes, I think 60K or thereabouts is quite a nice read. For some reason, the people that did our job and for some reason the people that did our new job papers went with American dates for our birthdays. Yeah, you need to speak to someone about that. That doesn't sound right, Yes, I'd read it. Yeah, I totally read it. Yeah. Yes, let me know when you're ready for some kind of beta reading or something. I'm not expecting it to be like the polished thing and it's going to be the next New York Times bestseller before it's edited and all that kind of stuff. But I'm happy to have a read. And Anne's very generous today. Even Richard may also be allowed to read. So there we go. Okay, what are you writing? I'm not actually writing today, Richard. So I'm actually thinking I'm probably going to do some reading of the book that I've still got. It's called Countdown by James Patterson. Same from last week. I don't know if anyone was here last week, but let me show you the book that I'm reading. Just give me a minute. I'm going to get the Amazon website up. Okay, so just give me a second. In fact, let me just share my screen so people can see. I'm going to present. Okay, how do I do this? Present, not slides. I'm trying to figure this out, guys. Okay, let me stop sharing this, and then I'm going to share a different window. I think this will probably be it. Okay, so I'm going to share this window here. Okay, give me a minute, guys. Okay, so I'm going to get it from here. It's called Countdown by James Patterson and Brendan Dubois. So Countdown by... Okay, so this is a little Chrome extension. I probably should turn that off. And Brendan Dubois. So give me a second and you should see it here. Okay, there we go. This is it. So I'm going to just show you the Kindle version so people can see. This is the book I'm reading right now. Just a quick check. I'm actually 297 pages in. So I'm on page 297 and it's okay. So this is the book I'm reading. Yeah, I mean, it's released not long ago, actually, like March 20th. Co-written between James Patterson and Brendan Dubois. Obviously, James Patterson is the famous name on the book. And it's all about CIA agent Amy Cornwall, and it's called Countdown, and also, the A+ content kind of has a countdown like 5, 4, 3, and so on. So yes, this is the book that I am reading at the moment. Let's continue back to some of the comments. Okay, but after my last chapter, Becca was all nice and told me it was bestseller worthy. Oh, that's nice. Can I be on your blurred back cover? Ask Becca, she's doing our cover. But I don't think we're doing that. You can be on the Amazon page though. Oh, okay, okay. Like the description thingy. Yep, yep, gotcha. I will happily do a review quote. Um, I'm still learn how to use StreamYard. Yeah, yeah. StreamYard takes a bit of getting used to, Wayne. I'm still learning, to be honest, but I fiddle around with it. I fumble and tumble. I do what I can. um, I don't know if you've leveled up to back of the book blurb review yet. Sorry, Richard. Yeah. Andy, could I suggest some Lee Child thrillers? Yes. Yep. Lee Child is at some point I'll probably have a look at Lee Child's books. If you want some. Yep. Lee Child's books, indeed. Do you like them, Anne? They're the perfect literary packet of crisps. You know what you are getting. Interesting. Literary packet of crisps. I've never heard it described as that, but you know, good to know. I've yet to read them. My dad got them for me. Yeah, I will be. Good work indeed. Yeah. Please don't be like Martin and love my dad more than me. No, no, no. We all love Anne. Okay, so we are 3:20 into today's 3 hour stream. Shall we go for a 25 minute? I don't know. What do you think? What do you guys think? 25 minutes for our first kind of work stream, work sprint. Can do 25 minutes, right? Anyone can do 25 minutes or half an hour. We could do half an hour. What do you guys think? 25 or half an hour? I can change the times on this thing. Yes, Anne. I'm sorry. If we must sprint, yes, we got to do something. You know, at least look like we're doing something today. Ooh, this is interesting. Hold on, I'm just waiting for the comments to catch up. Felicia suggests 60 minutes. 60 minutes. Anne says either is fine. I can finish my chapter, hit 2K for the day, and send it to Becca. Yep. Okay. Go for it. Okay, we're gonna do 30 minutes. Dreaming True, Felicia. I do think 60 minutes is a little on the long side. So let's go for 30 minutes. Okay, and we're gonna go 30 minutes. I'm not sure everyone can handle 60 minutes, if I'm honest. I think that might be a stretch, I'm gonna say. But let's do 30 because I think that's a fair compromise. You know, yeah, 60 minutes is a little long. Sorry, Felicia, but let's do 30 minutes, and we will pop back like at 3:53 or 55, something like that. And cannot handle 60 minutes. Okay. So Richard and Anne are saying they can't do 60 minutes. No worries. We're going to do 30. Okay, so I'm going to hit start right now, and I shall see you on the other side of 30 minutes, okay? 30 minutes starts right now. Okie dokie. So, how did that go for you? Let me take the little banner on the bottom off. And I'm going to create a new banner. And it's going to be called Chatting in Progress. And we're going to roll it now. So, yes. Let me know how that went for you guys for that first ever productivity sprint for 25 minutes. And we are going to continue with the comments. And Wayne, yeah, just at the end of the last chatting session, cool. Andy, are you looking to start with standalone thrillers or a series? So Felicia, I'm keen to read basically everything. I'm hoping to read like wide in the genre of thriller, because I feel if I'm gonna write in this niche, I need to know what's around. I kind of need to know what other people are doing. Consider it kind of like my research, research phase, if you like. So interesting backstory, and yeah, basically when I was doing my PhD, this was like years back, so like many years ago. Anyway, when I was doing my PhD, one of the first things that we would always do, as in, it doesn't matter who it is, like a senior researcher or a supervisor or a PhD student, it wouldn't matter. But one of the first things you always do before you start a project is you have an idea that you want to do. This is literally the first thing. You look at what other people have done. That is literally stage one. So that's kind of where I'm at. I am at, stage one. I need to find out what's out there, how people have written their thriller books, what readers expect, the usual tropes and that kind of thing. And at some point, I'm going to have to practice writing, and that's going to be like a bit further down the line. But basically, the process is, do your research, and that's where I am. So I'm going to read wide. I'm going to read extensively. Hopefully, clue myself up as to what people expect, how people are writing, and just the standard stuff I guess many people in the community would know. Things like point of view, present, past tense, how many characters, what they do, how detailed the descriptions go for different things, So, for example, Countdown, which is the one I'm reading right now. I'll just put up the Amazon screen so people can see the book I'm talking about. Hold on, let me just get that right here. Okay. There we go. So this is the book I'm reading right now. And it's obviously really popular, but it's kind of a similar process. It's obviously, if you've read this, it's told in the first person, and how's the pacing like and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm at stage 0, not even stage 1. So I've got to read significantly before I can even formulate what I think I might want to do as a story. But that's way further down the line, as I say. Anyway, I made myself a decaf coffee, so I've got a coffee with me. And if you don't mind, everyone, hit that like button, give it a hug, give it a tickle, whatever works for you. It really does help. And JK Joanne popped in. She's saying hi to everyone. Hi's back. Hi's. And author Anne Sophie finished her chapter at 2,056 words. So that's not 2.056. As we were discussing, it's 2,056 words. So well done, Anne. Well done. Woohoo. Hi's back. And yes, we were discussing this earlier before we went on to the first sprint. So Anne, author Anne Sophie, is writing a book with Becca Smith. So if anyone wants to go and check out Becca Smith's YouTube channel, I've left a link in the chat. And also, obviously, make sure you go and check out author Anne Sophie's channel. She's actually really fun. She comes out with really funny things. The Jin book together, which is really cool. And Joanne, how's everyone doing? Joanne's okay. Just worried about her cat. Took outside to play under supervision, of course. And it started raining about 3 hours ago. Saw her a few minutes ago, but she doesn't want to. Yeah. Go back in her house. Yeah, I hope she's okay. Really do hope she's okay. And that's me just checking I've got the right Becca C. Smith. Yes, that is Anne's Becca. There you go. 200 words, I think. Wait, no, hey, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Well done. Yes. Okay, Andy, but yeah, to start right. That is absolutely true. Now, before I start writing, I do actually want to, find out what people are reading and what people like. I've never finished a thriller before, but I am here if you have any questions. Thank you. I may take you up on it. You may regret that. But thank you for the offer. I do appreciate it. Hazelnut Ramblings, Ate Breakfast, outline chapter 4 of my latest project. Ooh, I'm interested. What's the latest project? Let us know. Let us know. I am also writing a thriller novella. Really? Really? Is this like a joke? Are you trolling us, Cliff? Or are you absolutely serious? If you're not trolling, let us know more details. I am definitely interested. Yeah, exactly. Right, Anne? Right? Like, is the guy trolling or what? Or is he actually writing something? I'm curious. I'm gonna reserve judgments. I'm hoping he's serious, but with Cliff, you never know. You never know. He's got like tricks up his sleeves. You can never tell. Yep. I hope the cat's okay too, Joanne. And you aren't the only one allowed to write a thriller. You know what? We don't know if Anne's writing a thriller. She could be writing like many thrillers. You know what I mean? So okay, it is totally. So this is going on record right now. Okay, this is like the court of social media. Okay. Richard Holiday is officially declaring that he is totally serious, that he is writing a thriller novella. Just so we have it on camera or on record, I am also writing a thriller novella. There we go. Totally serious. You can't back out now, Cliff. You gotta go all the way to the end. You can never regret helping. Oh, see, Anne's really nice. Anne's really nice. It's a historical American thriller set in the year 2000. So plenty of things to try out that are new for me. Yes. Yeah, I'm noticing like the thrillers. There's got to be like actual, what's the word? Like factual things, So you can't just make it up like sci-fi, I guess. So things like road names, for example, maybe like Starbucks and McDonald's or whatever that's around the corner. Maybe there's some kind of hot dog vendors on New York's streets, that kind of thing. It's got to really match how you're setting it up and everything. So that really struck me. I kind of had an idea. By the way, this countdown, this book, it's like a military thriller. So there's a lot of weaponry descriptions about different military groups in the US, the UK, and France, and all this kind of thing, and the Middle East. So I don't want to give too much away, but obviously there's either these guys know because they write in that genre, they know some of these things, or they've got to do extensive research. So that's kind of where I'm mentally preparing myself. I've got to do probably extensive research or write something that I actually know about or know more than the average person about. I own thrillers. Yes. Yeah. Lee Childs. I'm gonna have a read of that. Oh, this is the one with the music. What one is the music? What is this? I feel like I missed like an entire lifetime. Planning this was actually really hard. Yet no sci-fi. I started with the ending and worked my way back. That is genius, if I do say so myself. I do like that. I really like that. Is this kind of like the Forrest Gump moment? If you haven't seen the movie Forrest Gump, it's like quite old, but basically at the start, there's a little feather that flies up into the air and wherever nearby where Forrest Gump is sitting or is physically at, and then at the end of the movie, it finishes with a feather that's flying in the air nearby where Forrest Gump is. So is this kind of like you doing this, working your way back? So you plan from the back, from the end, and then you're gonna do some kind of thread throughout the book? I'm interested. Yes, this will be a series of thrillers, and I have my own ideas for thrillers too. Okay, is this going to be like with Becca writing as well, or is this just your own thing? Yes, this is the one where I asked for late 90s music. Oh, I do like some 90s music. I do, I won't lie. I love Britney Spears. Yeah. So I said it. Hazelnut Rambling says, well, if you see me around, you'll know I'm revising a queer vampire romance called His Immortal Majesty. Ooh. Now, it's a duology, and book 2 is more queer fantasy romance called Her Eternal Reign. Interesting. Okay, good to know. Thank you for letting us know. Hell yeah, Richard, my character for this project is mad into 80s rock, so also 10 out of 10 music choices. Yeah, I like some 80s as well. 16,000 words into this project. Wow. Just taking a sip of the coffee. 16,000. That's what's that? I'm gonna get a calculator out, but that's like 20% into your novella size story, I think. It still takes place in a fictionalized USA, but it's certainly got a lot of roots in that time period and place. Yes, yeah. People kind of, I get the sense, not I get the sense, I know that readers actually want to know some of these things and they will look it up. Google Maps, like, it's just a click away. So if you quote some kind of street or road or some kind of location, people can literally look it up in seconds. So if you're going to do that, make sure it all lines up. Hazelnut Ramblings. I'm debating on the official announcement video for this Wednesday being a separate video or within my usual vlog video. No, I'm not an expert, Hazelnut Ramblings. I'm not. But I would suggest, this is just my preference, I would suggest doing an official video for it. Because then it's kind of like you can also keyword it on YouTube and stuff. So you're referring to your own book, which helps with the keywording. And obviously YouTube is owned by Google, so it'll give you additional search engine juice on that if you like. But if you did it on your vlog, which is fine, you can totally do your vlog and announce it like that. But if you did it as a standalone, you would get like, I feel there's probably a few more bits that you can get, like the YouTube boost and maybe the Google search boost in the future. So let's say you release your book and whenever in the future, and people start typing that into Google, you'll be surprised. Your video, hopefully, if you titled it and everything correctly, hopefully your video will be like one of the first ones. Do you know what I mean? Because you've then set your video a good few weeks or months like into the system, and it's got time to rank, and it's also on YouTube, which is like owned by Google, so you get additional preference on that. So it's not like you're doing a video that's on a different platform. And which you can do it on other social media platforms. But if you do it on YouTube, then you get the additional love from Google, I believe. So yeah, I've done a few videos kind of like that. So just speaking from experience, but you do what is best for you. You gotta really feel if this is right. Do what you feel is right. Yeah. So my take on that. What type of announcement? Yes. See, we're already building hype. We're already building hype. Author and Sophie, I mean, you're probably gonna have to do a bunch of research. Yes, I know too much about death row in Arizona now. I'm curious actually, do you have like a VPN set up and like not just incognito, I'm talking like a proper VPN, like you're checking things out from like a different country and everything. Yeah, I'm not planning to. I don't even. I don't dare think about what I'm gonna research. It's gonna be so dodgy. You know, the FBI or whoever's gonna knock down the door and go, "I see you've been looking at some interesting stuff." Oh dear, that's yeah. No. Um, Hazelnut Ramblings. I'm doing an announcement video for Her Eternal Reign, where I now announce names of characters, who they are, and give away the premise. Okay, yeah, sounds good. Yeah, author Anne Sophie. Yeah, Beck and I would like to make this connected, standalone type books. Yep, like you can read them in the right order, but you don't have to read them all. I like that. I do like that. But I am really new to writing fiction, so apologies if this sounds stupid because it probably does. um, but if there's like some kind of thread, is it not easier to then do it in a series? Just an idea. I'm asking really. So if you got like something that's standalone but connected, would it be better maybe, or would it be an idea to connect them? Let me know what you think. Educate me a bit because I am really ignorant with this stuff. Richard Holiday, I could say plenty to that. Hazelnut Ramblings, but I've been told to keep it family friendly. Yes, that's my only. Oh, by the way, everyone, listen up, everyone. This is the only like rule I have on my streams and everything and chats and comments. You can say what you want. That's fine, but please keep it family friendly. That is the only thing. Please keep it family friendly. I do not want to offend the YouTube police or anyone, especially if there's like someone who's a bit on the younger side of life. I don't want them to be unduly influenced. And we should be trying to spread peace and love and kindness. So say what you like, but keep it family friendly. Preferably polite as well. How do you drink your coffee? I like coffee with milk and sugar. In North America, it's like 2 sugars, 2 milk. Sometimes it's 2 sugars, 2 cream. But if I make it myself, it's 2 sugars, 2 milk. And it's usually decaf. I can't do full calf. I can, but kind of makes me get jumpy, So I got a decaf coffee right now. In fact, it's an instant decaf coffee, so it's not. It's okay. That's a little grainy. I also vote for official video. Yep. So there's a couple of ideas. Hazelnut Ramblings. If as I say, do what you feel is right for you and your audience and your channel. But that's just my perspective, and yeah. Author Anne Sophie, did you learn all this in Estelle's book? Okay, so everyone, author Anne Sophie is bringing up an interesting point. Estelle van der Velde recently released a book called SEO for authors, so that's search engine optimization for authors. I don't have the link handy. I wish I had that link handy. Let me at least get Estelle's YouTube channel up, because then you can go and check out her channel. So I'm going to pop it in the chat right now. Estelle's YouTube channel. So feel free to go check it out. She's recently released a book called SEO for authors. I've read it. It's really good. I do recommend it. And I dabble in SEO, and even I learned something. So that's saying something. By the way, Estelle has worked in SEO for like years. She's worked with some really big name companies in London, UK, not the one in Canada. There's also a London in Canada, but this London I'm referring to is London, UK. So she's worked with big companies, and she knows what she's talking about. She really does, and it shows in the book. So feel free to go check out her YouTube channel. Now, the specific question author Anne Sophie is asking about, did you learn all this in Estelle's book? Some of it, yes. I knew quite a bit of it before because I've dabbled in SEO on and off here and there over the past few years. So yeah, I do enjoy my keywords because I'm kind of like I come from an engineering sciencey background. So the data stuff kind of, It's what I'm interested in, so I looked into that a bit more earlier on. I do not. I'm okay in my search history. Polizei is gonna come knocking on your door one day, and they are gonna be looking for, yeah, Fraulein and Sophie. I do not want to know. Actually, I would like to know if they do ever knock down on your door. I would love to know what they ask you and how they handle you or manhandle you. I wish you the best of luck, but I'm not quite there yet. I'm not brave enough to use my own like IP and everything to do searches, which I'm not there yet, so that's okay. I'll have to deal with that when I cross that bridge, and all that. Wayne, yes. So I I announced it earlier earlier in the week and last week that although I historically have been doing no content stuff and then nonfiction, I'm going to be shifting directions a little bit. I'm going to still be doing self-pub videos, things that are kind of generic across all self-publishing, stuff like getting reviews, descriptions, that kind of good stuff. But I will be sharing my journey for fiction, and the fiction genre that I've decided to look into and pursue is a thriller. So I'm gonna do thriller, and I'm so early in the process, it's embarrassing. But you know what? It's gonna be embarrassing for a long time. It reminds me of like when I did English literature. Oh my god, it's bad. Oh my god, it's really bad. I got like, I don't know if you guys know, but there's like a UK before high school, I guess, GCSE kind of level. So we're talking, I don't know, your age 15, 16, and the exams around that time. Anyway, so I did English literature, right? And I did it. The first time I did it, I got a D. Okay, yeah, D. D for Delta. It was really bad. So A is the best, and then there's like A, B, C, D, E, and then lower. But I got a D, which is as low on the end as you can get. So I felt really bad because I worked quite hard for it. So I did the exam again, okay, and I worked even harder, right? And the second time I did it, I got an E. Yeah, that's right. I got an E. E for elephant. Yeah, I went backwards. It was really bad. So that kind of scarred me for life in terms of whether I thought I could write. But I've matured a little bit over the last few decades. It's debatable how much I've matured, but I've matured a tiny bit. And I thought, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give it another go. And I've written like nonfiction. My most recent book, nonfiction, I'm not going to share it, by the way, officially, has done okay. It's not doing great, but that's partly because I don't put myself out there, I'm not doing interviews, I'm not doing a lot of advertising for it. But since doing the nonfiction book, it's kind of given me confidence to look at things and go, I know the process of publishing, right? I know how to do that. So I've kind of got half the battle down. And the bit I don't know is the fiction bit, the fiction writing bit, the fiction genres bit. I don't really know that. So I need to get into that. So yeah, I'm giving it another go in spite of me getting a D followed by an E in English literature. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I would make my teachers cry. No doubt about that. You're not sounding stupid. That's okay. Yeah, thank you, Anne. We all have to grow, right? We learn and grow. So if you're doing a legit series with one story, you can't promote books 2, 3, 4 by themselves. It always has to be book 1. Yeah, okay. But if it's interconnected standalones, you can promote them as individual books and get traffic into the series on more points. Okay. Sounds good. Good to know. Thank you. Richard will be good. Yes. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate it. So masking is easier because you can do it equally between all books. Yes. That's a very good point. And you hopefully pull in readers with later books in a series who will then go back and read prior ones. Absolutely. Yep. That's my thinking. Yep. I like that. Oh yeah, I'll be as family friendly I can in the video. Yep, I usually am because my brain sees YouTube as a professional setting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know there are some like channels that are they're borderline, you know, um, and some of them are just outright garbage. Like I'm not even gonna name anything here, and it's especially bad in the money making side of things. Like people just there's so much smack talk. There really is. Like no one's gonna make $5 billion in 2 hours. Like stop selling stupid dreams. You know what I mean? But that is rampant in YouTube. That's rampant. It's really bad. And then you got other channels that are kind of reaction based, and some people talk quite a bit of smack. So yeah, no, I applaud you for keeping it family friendly and professional. Absolutely, that's my perspective. Like what you want to do, what I want to do after YouTube, that's up to us. But when we're on the platform, we've got to conduct ourselves appropriately, I think. So author Anne Sophie, that's how I am trying to write my books. This from W.A. Blinko. You can pick up anyone in the series, but you don't have to read the previous books. Yeah, I think that's really interesting. I never actually thought about it like that. I always thought about it as let's write a trilogy to try and get more traction kind of thing. But you guys make a really good point about doing it kind of like standalone, so you don't like if someone doesn't like your book, or they don't like your writing, it may not be anything personal. We all have like different preferences. Like I like my coffee with sugar and milk. Like someone might go, no, that's disgusting. So maybe they like, I don't know, salmon flavored coffee or something. I'm just making that up. But basically, if someone doesn't like your book, you're not forcing them to read all three because it doesn't. They may not want to do that. So maybe a standalone is a good idea for that. And then if they do really like your book, they will happily buy like all the books in your series, right? So that's a really good idea. Oh, sorry, that's me just plugging Estelle Vandervelde's channel. I sometimes call her Waffle, so if you hear me saying go check out Waffle's channel or hi Waffle or something, that's because Estelle, she's in Belgium, she's Belgian, and I think she's in the French speaking part, so whenever I greet her I say bonjour. So Estelle is in Belgium. She's recently released a book called SEO for Authors. Highly recommend it. It's really good. I'm going to be doing a review of that book at some point on YouTube, so watch out for that. Author Anne Sophie, exactly. I think especially in thrillers and romances, those work well, which is also why those genres are so popular. W.A. Blinko, yeah, 100% agree, 100%. SEO for Authors, yep. Nope, there you go. Thank you, Anne, for popping the link in. 10 out of 10 on that pronunciation. Fraulein is not used anymore. Sorry, I kind of learned German like traditional from people who learned it in a traditional manner. Fraulein is not used anymore though, and I don't think the police will be coming based on my searches. Yeah. Maybe one day I'll tell you about my experience in Germany, Frankfurt am Main. Yes, maybe one day we can chat about it. Richard and I can help you with those then. Yeah. I went to a table with low content books. Okay. Don't be embarrassed. We all start somewhere. Yeah, it's true. That I would like to dabble in low content. Yeah. It's not for everyone, and it's kind of people kind of see it like, yeah, low content. That's dirty. I don't know. And it's up to you. I get that perspective. Because there are some dodgy stuff in the low and no content space, but you can do it really well. If you wanted, you could look into maybe not the just line books. You could do stuff like puzzle books or something. Some kind of quiz based stuff where it's interactive. So this is the number one tip: do not ever put any low content book on as an ebook format on KDP. And don't even bother thinking about audiobooks for low content. Like, how would you narrate a blank book? Right? But yeah, you can always do like low and no content. That's more for families or for kids, like games, like tic-tac-toe. Let's say yeah, I'm not suggesting you do tic-tac-toe, by the way, but it's kind of like tic-tac-toe. Okay, people love that game. You can do other games, right? In And those will be considered maybe medium content books, or low content, depending on who you speak with. But basically, it's like stuff that people want, and you're providing that for them. So yeah, look into that by all means. Author Anne Sophie says, oh, also adding to the series discussion, a little further up, we have the same points of view characters planned, just a different mystery at a time. Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. Let me just take a sip. Yep, sounds good. Why not share it? Why not share what? My brain's gone blank on this one. Sorry. I got an E in English. Oh man. Thank goodness. Wayne, we are not alone. We are not alone. I'm so glad. I'm not happy that you got an E. I'm just saying, like, I feel better that I didn't get an E and I'm still trying to write. You know what I mean? Misery loves company sometimes. YouTube at this point is where I hang out with my friends and share too much. Yeah, hey, I've been to some of your stuff. You share just the right amount. I think it's well done. Professional content. Don't know how. Salmon flavor. Yeah, that was just my joke. Yeah, I got some jokes. It's not very funny sometimes, but I got jokes. Yes, but sometimes people just don't like a specific trope. Say Friends to Lovers, and book one has the trope, but books 2, 3, 4 don't have it. Yeah, that's true. And this is where they will probably have a look at your like description page or the back of the book, some kind of blurb to give them an indication of whether they may or may not like it. That's fair. She's in French speaking part. Oui, yes, that is true. Yeah, waffle. Yeah, I want to say I came up with that name, but no, I didn't. It's actually Emma Bennett, Elma, who came up with that name. So she's Emma came up with waffle for Estelle. I think it was. I would love to hear more about your experience. Ooh, maybe one day. I'm not ready to discuss that. There's a particularly turbulent time in my life. Let's call it that. Yes. But I had a great time in Frankfurt on Main. It's all good. It's just more like the personal side of life that didn't go as well as I thought it would. Hazelnut Ramblings, the first half of my username is my nickname in Discord. Because someone said I gave them hazelnut vibes. Oh, everyone in that survey gave them vibes of different types of food. I was a hazelnut. Okay. Food discussions. Yeah, we gotta have food discussions. Writers have like everything in common. Food discussions in common. And this is true because I've been across like many different writing groups, and we talk about writing and books and publishing and marketing and all that stuff. But the one common theme outside of all that is always food. We always talk about food. By the way, I'm not a big fan of cake. I was kind of disturbed yesterday, where Margaret Pinard with JD and Emma Bennett, they were talking about cakes that they bought and they were eating. I was like, oh no. I don't mind banana cake and cheesecake in small portions, but generally not a fan of cake. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry for me. No, it's all good so far. It's all good. I've got my coffee. I'm going to take another sip right now. But yeah, share my books. Not for the nonfiction, low and no content, but I plan to share everything for the fiction side of things. That one I'm planning to be, as open and transparent as I can, which is why I'm telling you what I'm reading right now. It may not be very fun, but I'm planning to read like a book a month, and then I'm going to share what I take away from those books. And so far, I just read a few more pages on countdown, so 100 pages in. So I'm learning quite a lot actually, even just reading one book. And I'm sure as I read more books, it's going to get Um, I want to say easier to spot, like the plots and the tropes and the all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Of course, it was like, was there any doubt? Was there any doubt? And of course, it was Emma. Go on Discord and tell her it was your fault. And just don't tell her Andy said it. It's giving everyone a nickname. Everyone but you. No, 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 no. We are happy to find a nickname for you. Um, don't you worry. Like, if you say you want a nickname, Emma will give you one. But you can't complain if it's not something that you didn't like. That's so that might be the only thing. Okay, so we are near the end of the messages on the comments. I mean, oh, that's okay. You don't have to share anything. Yeah. So maybe one day, we'll see. But not at the moment. I don't want to ask for a nickname. You know what? I'm gonna do this right now. I'm gonna message Emma right now. Okay, and I'm gonna tell her you need to give Emma needs to give you a nickname. Hopefully, Emma will get something together for you. But yeah, I completely agree. It's kind of weird asking for a nickname, but if someone gives it to you, you know what? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. So let's see. All right. I want you to want to give me a nickname. Exactly right, Anne. Exactly. I feel like I cried about. I believe so. I believe you have. But maybe Emma just needs like a little nudge, right? She just needs a little nudge. Okay, so I got through all the comments. I'm thinking we do another 25 minutes. What do you say, people? Oh, actually, no, we'll do a 30-minute. Let's do a 30-minute, okay? And then we'll get into we'll hit 5 o'clock. I know people may have to go. I get that, because we've got some people from over across the pond. And it's getting late there. So by all means, if you can't hang out, no worries. I appreciate everyone who's here, and you gotta do what you gotta do. Like, yeah, I know, right, Anne? Like, no, and you'll be in bed by then, but that's okay, because we've all got work and all that kind of stuff. So it happens. It happens. But let's do another 30 minutes. Yeah. Like, some people have to. We've got work. Some of us have to work. So I am very aware of that. I don't want to keep you guys, but let's do another half hour, and hopefully I'll see some people here at the end of that. If not, I will. I'll go solo for the final hour. I'll try and pull my big boy pants on, and go solo. Okay, let's head into the next half hour for the next sprint, and I shall hopefully see you on the other side. If not, I shall catch you on YouTube if you need to hop off. No worries. I hope you have a good evening. So let's do this. 30 minutes starting right now. Okie dokie. Let me know how you did. I am curious. What did you do? How did you do? So yes, that is the second sprint, 30 minutes. Let's see where I left off in the chat. I'm gonna have to scroll through. Not too bad. Today, the chat. I think I'm doing okay. So let's have a look. Legoland. So W.A. Blinklow. It's gonna be going to Legoland with the kids tomorrow, which is good. Author Anne Sophie. She's off Monday in a week, so she can stay longer next week. Yep, that will be good. Good. This was fun. She's saying thank you and good night. Hope she has a good evening. I love holidays, and Legoland sounds great. Hope Anne has a good evening. JK saying thanks for joining. Yep. And I'm asking if the cat's okay with Joanne. Yes, that actually did go fairly quick. Half an hour when you're doing stuff flies by, doesn't it? Really. So yeah, how did that go for you guys? Now, me, I was reading a bit more. I'm getting to the juicy bit of the book, so let me just get the let me stop my share screen. I'm just going to share what I am reading as a recap, mini recap. Give me a second here. I'm going to pull that up. Here we go. Okay, so this is the book I'm reading here. It's called Countdown by James Patterson and Brendan Dubois. So I'm reading that book, of course. Now, just a little thing. This book is 451 pages, and I am at 309. So I've got another 140 odd pages to go. So everything is kind of coming to a crescendo, as it were. These guys have spent, I would say, roughly, I'm guessing. Okay, I haven't finished reading the book, but I'm guessing about 50% of the book building things up, and from the halfway mark onwards, I'm guessing it's going to get, more and more frenzied, and we're going to see more and more action, more and more thrillers. So, yeah, this one is a military thriller, and it's probably not going to be the niche I write in, but I am admiring the beautiful work. It's very well written. The pacing is really good. Yeah, there's like 130 odd chapters in this book, and the pace is really good. You don't actually feel like you're going to get bored at any point. And there's just enough of like information versus story and keeping the pace going. So yeah, I'm learning quite a lot from this actually. Hopefully I will be able to do something as good as, preferably better, than this. But that, like I said, is going to take a lot of work. Let's be honest. It's going to take a huge amount of work, a huge amount of practice, a lot of time spent. But there we go. That's just, you got to practice your craft, right? Yeah, I will have to practice the craft of writing, but before I get there, I'm gonna have to, find out what people are reading, what the current readers like, and that's reflected in what I'm gonna be reading books that have more recency bias. So preferably the last, I'm guessing 2-3 years. So any books released within the last 2 to 3 years for thrillers, that's going to be my focus, just to see what people are reading, because well, this is my assumption, and I may be wrong, okay, but generally, like most businesses, you want to see what's working, and then you want to do a version of that. You don't want to copy it, because number one, that's a really poor move. And number two, people are after unique but similar things. So it's kind of like, I don't know. this is a really bad example, but it's like shoes. You know, people need shoes, okay? But they want different designs, different fit, different comfort levels, different, for whatever, different shoes for different terrains. So although it's just like shoes, and they're not all the same shoes. So you just need to find a shoe that you can design that looks good, that fits within the current environment of design. So if everyone's putting out like, I don't know, yellow shoes, for example, and you come up with something green, don't be surprised if people don't buy it, or fewer people buy it. So that's the best analogy I've got right now. It's really not the best analogy, but yeah. So I'm reading. I'm planning to read extensively in this niche, and after that, I will be. Well, yeah, I plan to do some extensive practice, so that I can practice the art of writing, the craft itself, and go from there. But that's the aim, ultimately, to write something that people will want to read. And in order for me to do that, I need to see writing right now, the past 2 to 3, maximum of 5 years, to see what people like reading, and go from there. So that's the big plan. Everything's kind of quiet right now, so let me know if you're still here. Just do a head count. Let me know if you're still here. I don't blame anyone who's got to obviously hop off because it's getting late in certain parts of the world. It's like midnight or 1 o'clock where you are. Yeah, absolutely. You've probably got like work or got to prepare for work next week or something. So it's 10 o'clock, for example, in London, UK. That's 5 hours ahead of where I am currently. So yeah, I think because it's kind of quiet in the chat, let's try and go for a slightly longer sprint, shall we? I am thinking we're about 10 past, so let's do. Ooh, let me get the timer here. Okay, we're about 10 past. Let's go to let's do a 45 minutes. So then we have a 5-minute finish. Okay, so I'm going to start the next sprint now, and I shall see you in the chat. And if I don't see you before we close off at 6 p.m. Eastern, I hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great weekend, and hopefully you have a great week ahead next week. Okay, so I'm going to start the sprint now. I'll be in the chat. All right, let's go. Man, that is time. That is time. Let's change the little sticker on the bottom, the ticker on the bottom. Okay, so I know we left off in the last chat, and a few people had to hop off naturally. We've got a few people in the UK and Germany, and they had to hop off. So we had a final sprint of 45 minutes. I'm gonna get through the chat now, hopefully in 5 minutes. And JK Lambo's cat was outside for a bit, and she's now back in. Hopefully the cat will be okay. Yes. Yeah, cat needs more treats. Cat needs more treats. And thank you for checking in. And JK's dad is a little jealous about the cat, but hey, we're all family, right? You know, so we do care a lot for our family, our pets. And time to dive back into revisions for JK's work in progress. Incidentally, she's actually got her Ko-fi link in the chat. So if anyone would like to go and support Joanne, feel free. And I was doing a bit of reading, but I also did some subscribing. So I subscribed to Hazelnut Ramblings channel. So if you want to check out her channel, that's the link over there. Emma Bennett popped back in. Very cool. I think Emma's probably being very kind. It's very late in the UK, so you know, say highs and yes, we need to work on a nickname for Anne because I think we need to give her a new nickname. So I let's see. Emma suggested Pollyanna. And what's a sweet German treat? And I said sauerkraut. No, sauerkraut is not a sweet German treat. It's yeah, it's not. So yes. Let's fast forward a little bit. You're as bad as Cliff. I don't know if that's possible, but we'll see. We'll see. And Wayne is still here. Thank you, Wayne, for sticking till the end. Really appreciate it, buddy. Thanks so much. Hope the cat is okay, Joanne. Yes. So let us know. Emma, I don't know if you guys know each other. Emma Bennett, W.A. Blinko, Wayne. You're both in the UK, actually. And yeah, I believe Wayne is in sci-fi, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, so I believe he writes sci-fi and Emma writes romance. So Wayne's indie published, as far as I know, and Emma's trad and indie published. So yeah, lots of UK folk here, which is great to see. Okay, so we've got like a couple of minutes before 6 o'clock hits. I've been reading, as I said, but just picking up. I'm going through the book, and it's really good. Pacing is great. I'm also putting on like my author, publisher, writer hat, just to kind of pick up on things. So hopefully, when I do come to write something, it will be half decent. I don't know. We'll have to see. The first work is always not going to be good, but a bit more effort and a bit more practice hopefully will get me there faster. So yes, Wayne writes sci-fi. Hi Emma. Yeah, it's all good. Okay, so we are nearly at the top of the hour. Thanks so much everyone for joining me today. Let's call it a day there for Sunday. It's been a long weekend. Hopefully I'll see everyone here back next week, 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern time. For those in the UK, I hope you get a good night's sleep tonight. For the rest of us in North America or anywhere else, hopefully we will have a good week ahead. Yes, this is going to be a weekly thing, so I'm going to be here 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern time, which is like 8 to 11 UK time. So I know it's kind of late, but if you can join me, by all means. If not, no worries, but I would love to see you here. But yeah, it will be a weekly thing for a while. I'm not going to say forever, but it's going to be a weekly thing for the next few months at least. Cool. Okay, so we just hit 6 o'clock. hopefully, yeah, like Wayne says, join when you can, and I would really love to see everyone here. And let's call a day there. I'll close the stream now, but I will catch everyone on YouTube. And until then, take care of yourselves. Take care, everyone. Have a good evening.